everybody. Or, you know, can you hear me good? Just let me know if you can hear me good. If anybody's there right now. Looks good. Looks proper. Hope everybody's doing well. Weird sounds from my speaker. Gotta turn this on at least a little bit. Man, my hair is like not good. Bad hair day. No, we can't. Yes, we can. That's better. Check something. Tomorrow's Friday. Yes. I am excited about that fact. It's been kind of a rough week. And I'm not meaning that that it was busy or anything. It was very slow. But I'm looking at the wrong stuff here. Oh my god, my computer is so fast now. I love it. This is so good. This is so... Geez, somebody's coughing a lot. I got messages. Oh, okay. Scooby sent me something and Weird sent me something. I gotta check that later. Sorry, guys, if I haven't yet. I've been having stressful days. Haven't had time to really be at peace and sit down and actually do anything like that. So, oh no, it's gotta go more that way. Okay. So this weekend, guys, it's the time. This weekend, I will be streaming Guild Wars 2. Can you believe it? I am very excited about this. And it will be fun. Footage. I hate when that happens. Oh, I'm already there. Oh, cool. Oh. Oh, hi, Hydra. No, not today. It's not. Yesterday was a test stream, so sorry about that. But today I'm here. I'm here for the long run. So do not be afraid. I'll be here. I'm trying to. This is not working how I wanted to. I'm trying to do something and I can't find what I'm trying to do. I think I found it. No, maybe. Ah, okay, that's good. That is very good. You can spend it at any time. You can spend that at any time. Sorry, I'm trying to find something here. But it's not giving me what I want. I'm trying to find my my schedule. I want to edit my schedule real quick. But I forgot where I do that. Let's see. Found it. Finally found it. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna do this. I'm glad you're here, Hydra. Good to see you. You can always redeem your channel points for other stuff too. Oh, ooh. Okay. Yes. Okay. Updated it. Now I'm good. Okay. Okay. What are you saying? Okay. You want your 3-card reading. Got you. Got you. Got you. What are you saying? You can redeem it like you're crazy. I'm not sure what you... Look at my hair. It's so dry right now. I don't know why. It's all poofed up. You see that shit? God, it's annoying. Okay, Hydra. You want to know anything in specific? Anything specifically that you want to know about that we can tackle? Sometimes I wonder if you guys can hear my belly rumbling when my kitty's sleeping back there. She's so good. Doesn't have to be anything in particular, but you know, I was just gonna offer it at least, you know. We can also just Okay, well, let me just do it then, Hydra. Okay, are you ready? Oh. Okay. So you got the 9 of Cups inverted here. So looks like kind of trouble is brewing a little bit. Okay. So there are some financial worries, imperfection, and vanity, okay? That's what we can see with this card, okay? That's something that's happening with you right now. Sorry. Don't you hate when you get a sneeze and it doesn't come out? It's been happening so often with me lately, and I hate that shit. Okay. Next, oh, you get the cups going on here, though. Knight of Cups inverted. That is deceptive person, falsehood, is scam. Could be related, those two. Financial worries, vanity, imperfection, falsehood, deceptive person, and a scam. Okay, so look out. Like something around you is not kosher, so to say. You know? Same. Absolutely same. I totally understand your pain. Trust me. That is my biggest worry momentarily is... I mean, that's usually always my biggest worry, but, you know... It's really bad right now because we're really slow at work, and it's like, that's not gonna work. I might have to look for something else, you know. Even so, I've been there like 3 years, but if I cannot pay my bills, then there's no point of me being there, because that's why I go there, you know. So, okay, next, the 4 of Swords. This is not a bad card. I feel like this card is... Oh, man. That really sucks. So, this card is actually good, because it's talking about being re-energized, okay? You're re-energizing yourself. Rest, retreat, exile, inverted thought, okay? Pretty much talking about if you do that, you will come out better on the other side, you know. So that's what this card is saying. So this card is good. Your financial troubles, obviously not so good, you know. But this is a really good card. So maybe, you know, leaning back a little bit, hanging back, getting rest. Hi, Emily. Greetings. Thank you for being here. You know, this might be able to help to clear out some, you know, some of the clouds in your head and everything like that, you know, and come out with like better, you know, on the other side. So that's that, Hydra. I hope that helped a little bit. I hope that made sense. Hope you're doing well, Emily. Glad to see you. I'm good. I'm good. I am. Tomorrow's Friday, so weekend is already upon me again. The weeks have been going by really fast. Like the work, it's been like flip flop now. The work days have been going by fast, or the work week, not the days themselves, but the work week goes by fast, and then the weekend, it seems to be very long, and it feels really good. It feels like a vacation in my head. I think I just kind of programmed my head to think about it like that or something. Oh man, I hope for you too, Hydra. I really hope so. I know it's difficult times right now. I said this once before on stream. Like it seems really like once every so often, every couple of months or so, I notice that everybody, I know that everybody around me is having really bad time, including myself. Right, bad things occurring, and so on and so forth, and then everybody at the same time starts feeling better too. It's really weird. Last night we had a full moon too. I feel like that has a lot of people riled up. You know what I mean? It's like I can always tell, because for me it doesn't affect me, at least not in that sense, right? I feel like when full moon occurs, I'm almost a little bit more in a positive outlook. I feel not so bad, but I feel like it does really damage to other people. Like they get really fucked. No, yeah, I mean it could be, or it could be not a coincidence at all. I mean, it is weird that you would draw a card, or I would draw a card for you that is specifically about financial problems, when that's exactly what you have going on right now, you know? Gotta consider that. Is that a coincidence then? Yeah, in a trance. Yeah, yeah. But whereas other people just go like crazy, they just act crazy and weird. And people have been acting so weird around me lately anyway. Like, I'm talking about weird. Saying weird shit and doing weird shit, and I don't know. I'm not a fan. Just be normal. Just be yourself, you know? Mm-hmm. Mm. Yeah, I know. Fucking life's always throwing something, some kind of rock, making shit difficult, man. For me, it's always like I'm just there, right? Good to see you, Promethean. I'm glad you're here. You know, I have a problem with aggression myself, and I've been really kind of like going inside myself and really making a conscious effort that when somebody else pisses me off, that I just get super quiet and calm instead of fucking and even inside myself stay quiet and don't have like this earthquake inside of me, you know what I mean? And it's been working, because today at work I was like, and then I just like really made myself calm down. It was good. It was good. Like the outcome was better. Um, well, we did a lot of changes here yesterday on my stream, so things are different now. That's why the sound is a little bit different now. It's not like it's not stereo. It's mono now. So that's probably why it sounds differently. Is it too low? Can you not hear me? If you cannot hear me, I can turn myself up still. I still have a little bit of um oh, Welcome, people. Yeah, maybe I'll turn myself up. Is that what you need me to do? Promethean, what do you think? Is the sound good or is it too low? Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. Is this too loud? Is this better? Is this better? You guys gotta let me know. This looks better almost. So. Okay. Okay, it sounds better than before. Okay, good, good. Yeah, I was just down. I was just really down. So, but it's better now. I turned it up. Still getting used to that now because I didn't. It's different now. So, but now I know where the volume is good. I can see it on my interface here, and then I can know. Good, good. No, just all the changes made yesterday. Miguel helped me and did some stuff here on my computer, and he modified a little bit my Streamlabs, which is good. So it's everything is set up a lot easier for me now. It's like I don't have to struggle so much anymore with things. So that's really good. I don't have to unplug anything anymore and then plug in something else in. I don't have to do anything like that. So now it's just the sound adjustment. That's all. That's all. But that's easy. And I got a really good interface thanks to a good friend that hooked me up with that. So it's all good. It's all good. Yep. So I hope everybody's day has been okay. It's coming to an end now. How have you been doing, Promethean? You had a good day? Good. Good, good. That's good. Like sometimes you need days like that. Even if it makes the day go by really slow, sometimes it's nice when it's just like, just a little bit chill, and not always like fucking 180. That's nice. That's nice. Yeah, I said already, I'm glad tomorrow's Friday. Oh, that's good. That's good. Yeah, we always do. I mean, that the people that I work for, it's not, that's not a good situation. But my coworkers are awesome. Like I have fun with my coworkers. We laugh our asses off. We make jokes and getting to find out a little bit like one person is not who I thought she was, right? So it's kind of like I'm noticing now it's kind of like a snake in the grass, and I don't really like using that term, but whatever. It's kind of like she's turned out to be now like a teacher's pet, if you will. You know what I'm saying? And it's not good for me, So because it's like it's to the point where it will cause me to make little money to the point where I can't pay my bills. So it's bad, it's not just like talk, but it's like, she says something and then they will do it. And because she has a hard time, handling a lot of things, she's suggesting things that are really gonna, that's gonna shoot me, that's gonna be like shooting herself and me in the foot by these suggestions that she's making, and then these implementations happening. So yeah, Hydra, I love my coworkers. They're all nice to me and I'm nice to them, and and it's rare. It is rare that you work at a job where you really just like everybody. Yeah, sometimes, like, we have this one guy, he's very slow in the kitchen, right? But I still like him, it's okay. He gets on my nerves because he's too slow, but it's never to a point where I'm like, fuck that guy, I hate him. It's not like that, it's not even like that with the one girl that I'm talking about now, but it's like I can know that. And it's sad because we were actually building a friendship. We were actually hanging out, doing things together and stuff. And but now it's like I kind of don't want to anymore now, because it's like you're literally siding with somebody that doesn't want anything good for anybody. For you, yes, but not for anybody else. And it's just kind of like, okay, so you're brown nosing and you're a little teacher's pet, and it's like you don't realize how he's treating everybody. She doesn't even need to work. Her husband makes so much money. She doesn't need to work. She talks about it, right? She doesn't need to work. But it's like, she will suggest things. She'll do things that'll cause me to not be able to make money, knowing that I'm pretty much, the sole fucking, I need to make money because I have bills to pay. I don't have the kind of support that she has, where I can just say, oh, I can stay home, I don't need to work. No, I need to work. If I don't work, all my shit's gonna get cut off, so it's like, okay, do you realize what you're doing? Do you realize what you're doing? Because, like, you got to consider other people's situation, not just your own. I know you don't need money, but I need money. And then lying about shit too, I can notice, right? Making a suggestion. I'm just going to say, so the suggestion was to putting on more people. And I heard her make that suggestion to the owner and the manager just like 2 weeks or so ago. And then it's been so dead because season's coming to an end now here in Florida, right? That's how it is. Snowbirds are going back up north. And today she looks at me and it's so dead. And she looks at me, she goes, I really don't know how they imagine that when they're putting 3 people on. And I'm just like, well, if I see 3 people on the schedule, I'm not coming in. Because I'm like, I cannot pay my bills that way. It should be 1 person on right now. And we're still 2. Well, today 3. And it's like, I heard you, I'm thinking in my head, I heard you suggest that to them. And now you're looking me in the face. I'm like, no, I can already know to see my reaction. And my reaction, I'm always prepared. Everything that I give to you, I know exactly what I give to you. So I know that she will reverberate this to the boss. And then they're going to make either or one of the other decision, right? They're going to follow through, or they're going to halt and say, shit, we need her as a server, so we're not going to do that. But I don't have fucking luck with that. But we'll see, But I'm just like, it sucks. I mean, her mom just passed away and stuff, and I tried to be there for her, and I tried, but it was just kind of like, I'm starting to see that it's not even about that her mom passed, but I'm starting to see that she's very, like, all about herself. You know what I mean? She's all about herself. Like, very selfish type of person. You know what I mean? I think I think that today when I kind of like confronted her, that was the scenario about when I said I really calmed myself down. She got scared as hell. She was shaking in her boots. She looked at me. She's like, "Well," and I was like, "Okay, so then what I'm saying is true." No, it's not because, and I'm like, "Okay, then yes, again, it's true what I'm saying." And I said it just like that. And then I walked away, right? It was a situation. And she didn't say anything after that. She didn't, either... I don't know what went on in her head. I don't know if she actually didn't realize or didn't understand what she had just done. It's like, okay, so today cost me about $20. Maybe more than that. Because we had so many people on. And it's like, okay... I cannot play this game. There are many places that I can work, that I can at least try to work, and potentially get a job. Even so, my situation, it's scary and it can backfire, whatever, but I have to try. I cannot work there if that's the case. But I don't know. I do think that the manager is trying to do the right thing, but I also think that the manager is a lot like under the thumb of the owner, and will, even if she disagrees with what the owner says, will do what the owner tells her to do, even so she knows logically it's not right. You know what I mean? So it's like, okay, I don't know. It's just this weird politics. It's like high school, it's like high school, and then the last 2 weeks or so, it's been me. I've been the asshole. I came in this morning and it was like, the owner said, do this and do that. I'm like I just walked in the door. I'm like, he said that I needed to do that? Yeah. He said specifically your name. And I was like, okay, when I have time, I will. It's like they want to pick on me because I think it's also like a jealousy thing, because I don't make this place my life. This job is not my life. This job is just to pay my bills. This here is my life. This is my life. My art is my life. That is my life. My music is my life. My work job to pay my bills is not my life. And I'm sorry, but if, I'm not the owner. As the owner, you have to, this is your life. You don't have another life, right? But you have to understand that people that work for you, they have a life outside of that place. And I know that that's why he gets angry, because he wants people to make this their priority, the place of his business, their priority, just as his priority, right? Even his wife said that, called him out on it one time, right to me, and she's like, yeah, of course, he wants everybody to make but I have explained to him, because she's the only one there that has, when it comes to management, like, that really has a head on her shoulders, and is like, she is very logical and very understands aspects all the time. She's a very understanding person, and but he's like a little kid, and he'll stomp his foot when something doesn't go right. He'll stomp his foot, literally throw shit around like a temper tantrum, like a little child. It's so ridiculous. Yeah, and that's him. He thinks he is fucking God. He thinks nobody knows who the fuck that guy is in the world, right? He's a fucking owner of a business in the villages, right? Oh wow, who cares? He's nobody, just like everybody else. He's nobody, right? But he thinks he's somebody because he has money. So stupid. When you die, what do you have? If you no need. I can do it myself, but I have really learned that the, I have really learned that there's necessity, right? There's sometimes really necessity where you have to do that. You gotta sit there and you gotta really summon energy and make something happen. But with this, I'm not wasting my energy. It's just another job. And like you said, toxic people there everywhere. Just another job. I will hopefully find another job if I'm not gonna be there. I'm not gonna watch this for long. That I don't make money, because I can't. I can't do that. But if the money situation gets better, then I can endure, right? If it's busy, then I don't have to worry. Then I don't have to talk. I don't have to do anything. That's what I did today. I kept to myself. I didn't really talk much. I just did my thing, so, and that's what I really want to do. I want to be busy and just work. I don't want to sit there and have all this. That's why I know that my coworker, the one that I said she's turning out to be a snake, oh, thank you, Mick. Thank you for liking the stream. I appreciate it. Thank you. She tried to get me, right? I can know now that she talks and talks and talks to them, right? She has sworn to me before. She's like, yeah, that's why I don't ever talk about stuff to them, meaning management and owner. And I'm like, okay. But now I can tell she goes and talks. And so she's been like, oh my God, it's so slow. and like looking me in the eye, like waiting for my reaction. I'm just like, and I walk away. I'm not saying jack shit to her anymore. I can't trust her. Yeah, I think people like that, they're gonna, they do that to, at some point something will occur, and it will be, just magnetism hitting them back in a sense, coming back at them, um, because what they send out at some point that it will return to you. Mr. Weird, you're here. Oh, let's do it. Let's do it. Yes, that's what I'm waiting for. Spend your channel points, people. Spend your bits and channel points. Subscribe so you can get your no advertisements, and so you can get to use my emotes, and you can get your free monthly 10-card reading. Okay, Mr. Weird. Matchbox. Yeah, it's just all about, I'm just being more assertive, right? Because I gave everybody the chance. Oh, good. Oh, man, every time you stream, I'm at work. Every time I get the message, and I'm like, damn it, man. It's, when I go outside to take out the trash or something, and then my phone vibrates, or I look at my phone and it says I got a Twitch notification. I'm like, damn it, man. Sucks. But yeah, it's cool. I went in this new job with a really open, open heart and everything, as I always do, right? I want to be friendly. I want to be cool with everybody, owner, manager, everybody. But I have noticed now over the last, like, year and a half, 2 years, I've been there 3 or so, that I can't, because it's like a bipolar environment, very bipolar. It's like one day you're the angel, you're the best, jokes here and there with the owner, he's happy, he jokes, and the next day he will fucking be the complete asshole to you. And I'm like, man, I'm not playing these games, right? I'm not playing that. And it's the same, and now this is with the owner, with the manager, and the one other person. So with them three, I'm just kind of like, okay, we're done. I'm done. Let's just keep it professional, and then that's it. Thank you for sending that, Hydra. Thank you very much, Hydra. I really do appreciate that. Yeah, because that's all it is. I just need to be able to pay my bills. I'm not asking to make millions, but I want to be able to pay my bills and have something nice here and there. That's all I want in my life, That's it. All right, Weird. Are you ready? Let's go. Oh. Ay, ay, ay. Ay, ay, ay. My God. Okay. Queen of Pentacles inverted. So it looks like kind of like bad social graces. Okay. That's not really ideal. Yeah, it's like dependent on others for monetary support, untrustworthy, poor social graces. I don't know if you can relate to that in some way, but that's something in your life currently. I don't know if that's directly you or if that's somebody about you or something like that, but that is something in your life. Okay. Okay, so let's move on. The Seven of Wands inverted. Okay. I haven't had that in a while, so I apologize. Loss, self-doubt, no faith in your ability, in one's ability. I think you had something similar last time when I read you, if I can recall. And then the Knight of Swords inverted. That is, man. Yeah, same for me, Mr. Weird. Same for me. That is, bully, troublemaker, impulsive. I love those emos. They look cool. Yeah, so you got stuff going on. There is some turmoil going on from what I can tell. Unfortunately. Ugh. Looks like you're currently still in that kisses. That's I'm sorry, that's so funny to me. Kisses, Mr. Weird. What do you do? So my advice is range from very kind of like stereotypical to something to think about. So the first advice is oftentimes go with the flow can really help. Really just going with the flow. Sometimes really just trying to not even think about it and just going. It can help, right? It sounds very cliche, but it is. Go with the flow, okay? The other one that I always rely on, diplomacy. Being diplomatic. Especially this is when it comes to dealing with other people, dealing with others. Being diplomatic is the alpha and omega, right? Because you got to. And there's a difference between, being, because some people say, I'm not a pushover, but it's not a pushover. There's a difference, right? When you can know when somebody's crossing the line. And until they do, be diplomatic. And when they cross the line, then your diplomacy can be a little bit shaken up and you can, talk a little bit differently. And then also what I said earlier, I think this can be a good, because this was talking about a bully, troublemaker, impulsive. I have a feeling this might apply to you, and this is a very similar problem that I have myself, and I said this earlier to Hydra, that I have been really making a conscious efforts again to be calm and calm down, right? Because I've always had aggression problems. It was always a problem. Even when I was a teenager, it was told to my parents by the teachers, it's always been a problem. It's the Slavic side in me. I have this temperament, but I have a very hard time controlling this particular emotion. Today, I controlled it to the T. And it really I could feel this shift in everything around me, and it just clicked. It clicked right into how I wanted it to be. How I wanted this result to be, and how I wanted to feel more even so, right? So when I'm angry now, I'm really making effort that I do not raise my voice, that I do not tremble at all. I can tell that I have to really like drown this trembling that I feel inside, because as soon as I then start to speak, the trembling comes out of me, and I tremble in my face, and it's visibly going on, right? And I know this about myself because I know myself, I know a lot about how I act, so, and today I made a conscious effort to really suppress this this kind of trembling feeling, and then I opened my mouth and spoke, and it was really good, well, it's not really tremble, but I can tremble, but it's not visible to others, right? But it is like in my eyes, and it is like, in my eyebrows, it's like, it's not like trembling in the face or my hands or anything, but it is like heavier breathing, and it is like there, you know what I mean? So it's like, because it's not gonna do anything. It's not gonna do anything. If anything, it's gonna just fucking backfire. You're gonna get angrier and angrier, and it's just like you unconsciously you hype yourself up. You don't even realize. And I understand that, because like by the end of the day, I'm still fucking pissed, because I have kept on thinking, and I've kept on this trembling and anger, and I have just left that in there, right? And so, so this would be my advice. You said it was good advice. I hope it can help a little bit. It helps me in situations, because I will definitely show you something. Oh, I will show you something that you will like, I think. I have a perfect idea right away what I want to show you. Because I deal with people a lot. I deal with people all the time. I work in the service industry. I'm in a band. I deal with people. That's what I do. And I hate it, and it's awful, because as I have grown up and as I am an adult now, I've become very much an introvert, and I really fucking hate dealing with people. Unless I'm out there by myself, having a good time, partying it up, then it's fine, because then I can choose to just walk away from a situation. But when I'm at work, I cannot just walk away. I have to deal with this, and it's very hard for me. But that's where my diplomatic side kicks in. My mother always taught me this. It's my German side of me. At a call center? Gotcha. Oh, God. Yeah, I can only imagine. And, just calm yourself. Calmate, So, let me get you that altar item now, Hydra. I'm excited. I'm excited about that one. Ow, my feet hurt. Look at her. Pretty awesome, huh? It's like Shiva's wife or something like that, yeah? And it's like terracotta or whatever it's made of. It does have a hole in there, but it does. I don't think it's a sensor. No, I don't think it is. Nope. But right, isn't it nice? And guess I found that at the thrift store. Found that at a Christian thrift store, just sitting there on the shelf. And I was like, I gotta have it. Bought it. It's like $3 or something, and it's solid. It's really nice. I like it. Fits very well. I like the color of it too. Yeah, I enjoy this thing. You see it, Hydra? I don't know if you've seen it or not. I smell food. It smells so good. Parvati. I think I've heard that before. Kalima, I know, of course. I think I'm going to blow these up for a minute. She is so awesome. And she's a good size, She's not like really small. She's a good size. Love her. Really cool. The things I find. I haven't really found anything recently. Sometimes because I go every week, because that's like my only, way I can get out is going to thrift stores and, maybe going to a little restaurant or something, which I haven't really been doing much because that's really a lot of money. But the thrift stores are cheap. And there's 3 of them right there. So I get on my bike and I go there, get my earbuds in, listening to some jams, and I'm looking at stuff. But sometimes it's good to take like a 2-week break or so, because then they send out, they give a lot of the stuff away, I think probably to the needy or something, because sometimes, then I'll come in there and a lot of their stuff is just gone. So they just donate it probably. But then they get new stuff in, because they get so much stuff in there all the time that they have to get rid of stuff, because it's just too much, so that's nice. Yeah, so spend those crystals, guys. I have more altar things that I can show. Or whatever, Hope everybody's doing well. I'm waiting if anybody wants a 1-card reading or... Oh, that's the thing, Promethean. They probably didn't. They're probably just like, that's cool. You know what I mean? And then they moved to... Wow. And then they just moved on, and they're like, or, sometimes, if you guys knew what was going on in my head sometimes, you would have a fucking blast. It's like a goddamn sitcom in my head, because I sit there and think to myself, because I see these women that work there, it's mostly women, And then I go through my head of what is their dialogue like, right? When they get this thing in. What do they talk about? They're all Christian, right? Because there's crucifixes all over the place. All of these thrift stores are based out of churches. Not out of churches, but churches, and church members are the people that run this stuff, you know? So it's like, they get that in, and they're like, oh, wow, that's nice, right? Yeah, it's nice. And then one of them will say, yeah, I don't know. Is she praying, or what do you think is, she's holding her hand like this. It's kind of weird, right? Yeah, I don't know. And look at these. Yeah, I see that now. Look at these. Look at her necklace. Looks kind of like upside down cross. Oh my God, is that satanic? And then I imagine that should, escalates like that. And then it's like, okay, let's just put it on the shelf for $3. Hopefully somebody will buy it real fast. Might not be at all how they talk, but I think that it is so funny because I am a psychic and I take this very seriously because this is no joke. I will call out a whole scenario, and then people will be looking at me like, "How did you know that?" And I'm like, "That is the part of being a psychic. I knew this. It's just there. You know what I mean? I don't know how to explain it. It's not. I don't know." But yeah, I can imagine that it was. I can know that the conversation was not exactly like this, but it was kind of like this. You know what I mean? It was different. It was more hush hush. They didn't use the word Satan. They didn't use the word inverted cross, but they were talking about it in such a way that at first they were very happy to see this statue, and then on second thought, they didn't like it anymore because it had to them like subliminal meaning that is not Christian, or to the contrary of Christianity, I should say. You know what I mean? So, and I can tell you guys too, when I went, was it on Wednesday? Which would have been yesterday? Yes. There were new women there working that I had not seen before, like a couple. Oh my God, and they were staring at me. Oh my God. Literally, like I was going to steal or something, you know what I mean? Because I'm wearing my battle vest with all my patches, and I'm coming in there, with my long hair, and I'm a metalhead, and they're just like looking at me, and I'm like, these other women, it took them about 2 years before they got used to me. Now they're like, hey, how are you? Okay, finally you got used to me. But the new women, they're like looking at me like that. And I'm just like, you're an asshole. I'm not. And if you talk to me, I'm still going to be nice to you. Not because of karma or fucking anything like that, but I just don't have time. I'm realizing like I don't have time to change my personality and be a dick just because you want to be a dick. I'm not doing it. That's cool, Hydra. You're good. I got to do that. Whenever I go into somebody's, I got to say lurk. I can't just go in there and say nothing. I guess that's like a really what do you call it? Not really well mannered, just being in there and not saying anything, like all of you other people are doing right now. Just kidding. I know nobody can always type all the time, so it's fine. But yeah, so my life is always eventful with who I am and everything, and I think oftentimes it really is just jealousy too, because it's like, or not even jealousy, but like envy, because a lot of people, yeah, a lot of people, they just, I think deep inside they're just mad that they never went their own route. They just kind of followed what everybody else believes in, and just kind of, said, you know what, I'm too lazy to think for myself. I'm just gonna go with that. I even talked to one of my other coworkers, and I really like that girl. That's one of those girls that I really like. She's a couple years younger than me. She has like 2 or 3 kids, raising them on her own, and she's a really hard worker. She really busts her ass, And I've worked with her before years ago at another place. And I really like her so much. And she, she's into like, she's into hip hop and stuff like that, right? Rap. She likes that. So here's the thing. She told me the story, though, about how, she can name, like, Metallica albums like nobody else, man. She can name the song. Like, she is a Metallica fan, okay? And it's like, she told me the story, because, we talked about that stuff, and I'm like, yeah, me and the band. She's like, yeah, I remember when I first met you, you were always very heavy on the black eye makeup and stuff, which I'm kind of, like, a little bit less now, because I'm just kind of like, whatever, Don't have to prove anything. I don't know. I'm just like, and it's Florida. It smears because it's always like greasy out there. So, But anyway, so we talking, and then she started telling me, she's like, oh yeah, man, I love Metallica's such and such album, whichever one, She's like, man, I used to blast that, and I still listen to it here and there. And I was a total metalhead, and I was walking around with my fishnets, and everybody at school was like, oh my god, and making fun of me and stuff, and then she tells me, she's like, yeah, my best friend just said that to me the other day. She said, remember how you used to be the girl with the fishnets and listening to metal and stuff? And she was like, yeah, I remember, I was that girl. And then she looks at me, she's like, yeah, at some point I just decided, fuck it, I'm just going to be like the other normal people and just going to become normal so nobody picks on me and I can just be normal and fit in. So she just totally gave up. She totally just said, fuck it, like, I'd rather fit in with the crowd than, being passionate about, being different, or embracing the fact that I like metal, which my friends hate. You know what I mean? And I was just never that way. I always was different than my friends. It was always that way forever. I cannot even remember a time where I was the same as my friends. Now, as an athlete, when it came to that stuff, I was always, I always fit in, because when you're an athlete, none of that really matters because it's all about the sport, right? And everybody's about the sport and it doesn't fucking matter what else. So that was a fitting in thing. But anything outside of that, never. Yeah, I know. But it's like, there is also a group that is for you too, like the Florida death metal scene or whatever. But, you can't, that is, oh, shit. I understand. Some people, we must really admit that some people's characters, it's hard. It's hard. They're not really they'd rather, I don't know, their character is not as strong as other people, maybe, you know what I mean? And I don't mean it in a mean or bad way or anything like that, but it really is sometimes like that, unfortunately. I can't blame them either, though, because they may have not a support system, maybe people really picking on them really bad and stuff like that, so it's like, I never fucking really had a support system. I just fucking defended my own. I just kind of ignored most of the stuff, Yeah, now that's huge, especially here in the U.S. We talked about this before. It's an epidemic, that you cannot even, nothing. It's really just, I mean, I deal with this with the people closest to me that have these issues that they face with that, and I feel so bad that they have to, I don't know, that they have to go through that, because I was privileged in that sense. Honestly, I was very, very fortunate that my parents were not like that at all. They were quite the opposite. They rather me, do whatever, believe whatever I want. You know what I mean? Believe whatever you want. Kind of. Sorry, I had to change some stuff. Yeah, it. I spoke about this the other week with somebody. It's like it's great, right? It's like great 260 days of the year, but the 100 days of the year, it's rough. It can be really rough. It can really sometimes put you in a place where like I have get this from time to time. I completely then feel that I am falling into an abyss. Like, honestly, like into an abyss, and there's nothing, and I'm all by myself. That can happen. And then I go through that for a day or so, but then I gather my strength again. I really kind of gather my strength, and then it just like makes me stronger each time this happens. It breaks me down for a couple of days, and then when I come back out of it, I'm stronger again, and I'm stronger again, and I'm more confident again. I don't know, but the days where you do feel like that, it's it's hard. Or the days, where, like you said, as a woman, you got then other days, like the days where you are out, as an outcast because you're a metalhead, and then you have the days where you're objectified by men all day long, right? So we have to deal with that shit too. It's like, god damn, man, give me a fucking break, fuck. Yeah, it's not easy. It's not easy. Anything for anybody. I think anybody and everybody has their own problems that they go through, you know. And some people are just pieces of shit, Most people, really. I don't know. It's difficult. I feel like right now I'm really in like a crazy learning process or something, learning about other people, learning, I don't know, learning more patience, but then being double as hard when the truth is that this person is really not struggling or not good, but this person is really just a bad person. Like I said, my boss in the beginning was very nice, and now I can know that it's one thing to just work for somebody that's a dick sometimes or something, you know what I mean? But it's another thing when you realize that person is just genuinely a bad person. Genuinely a bad person, and then it makes it really hard. It makes it hard to work for somebody like that, It sucks. But it is what it is. It's like this often that then you find out suddenly that this one person is really just a bad person. You can't do anything about it. Yeah. It's true. It's very true. It's like sometimes you have to push yourself, and this is like a really weird thing, but sometimes you really have to push yourself into this where you shift your own perspective and shit that you see so that you can understand when somebody talks to you or talks at you or something. You really have to, like, I don't know how to even explain it. Really shift yourself to really put yourself in that person's shoes, right? We can put ourselves in the person's shoes a little bit, but like really put ourselves in the person's shoes, Oh, good, Hydra. Welcome back. Yeah, that's, But, disappointments are around the corner, all the time. Unfortunately, had one yesterday. Promethean kind of knows about it. Not going to go into detail, but, it's like, those are setbacks again. Those are fucking setbacks that just underline my hatred for people. You know what I mean? My hatred for people, and then my real, like, disappointment with the male equivalent, with the male people too. So it's like, It's so sad. Yeah, it is. It is. Mm-hmm. Especially when all you're trying to do is forge friendships, right? When all you're trying to do is really do some good, wanting to be maybe somebody's forever friend, and going through stuff together, and then, being fucking good friends like me and you are, Promethean. You know what I mean? Oh, yeah, I am thirsty. Thank you for that, Hydra. No, I showed it, though. Oh, Cheese Leaf, what's up, man? I keep seeing your streams getting demolished, and I'm fucking at work or something, and I can't come. Sorry about that. No, I showed it. Look, here it is, Hydra. You didn't see it? I thought you saw it. That was your altar item that you asked for. Okay, Cheese Leaf, here we go. Let's do it. But yeah, it is harsh reality, man. It's fucking horrible. Horrible, horrible. Why can't I find a friend like you, Promethean? Another friend like you. That would be awesome. Not that you're not enough, but it would be great if I had 100 friends like you. You know what I mean? It would be fucking awesome. But the chances are slim. Thank you. Yeah, that would be cool. Having gatherings for Yule and gatherings for fucking Samhain, Makostan, Be so good. Kruchan. Kratchum is what I meant, actually, I think. I know! That's what I think, too. Alright, Cheese Leaf, we're doing this. Oh, good. Oh, not good. Oh, good. Okay. So, the world. Very good. Observe the beasts that you have slain on your journey are right there. See the circle coming, finishing a journey triumphantly. Metamorphosis, okay? Really good. The world is a very good card to have. So, completion of a cycle, a journey, triumph, a hard-fought victory, successful outcome over adversity. Very good. Very good. Now, we got the Three of Swords here. Loss, sadness, heartbreak, okay? That's not good. That is sad. Separation, stormy relationships, longing for an absent love. That is something that's happening for you, with you, unfortunately. But it's just a small part. It's hefty, like it's heavy, but it's a small part compared to this here. This is huge. And then we have this one, which is really good. Oh, God, I gotta think. You caught me off guard now, Hydra. Okay, so the Six of Cups inverted. Good. You are looking at future events, okay? You are preparing for future events. You're embracing the future, okay? You're not living in the past. You are looking at upcoming situations. So that's very positive, very good. That concludes you here, Cheese Leaf. That concludes you. Very good 3-card reading. Yeah. Okay, so let me think. You're welcome. So now, Hydra, let me think of one. I gotta think. Okay, got one. So, we all know about the story of witches and their brooms, right? They go hand in hand, and that has always been the thing. There are millions, maybe not millions, but thousands over thousands of depictions of witches and their brooms, okay? Now, that is the legend. But there is a truth to it, right? Okay. Now, there were women at a time that they actually did this thing of riding broomsticks. They were naked most of the time, okay? So, what occurred there was they would use a certain cream, almost like a what do you call it, Vaseline or whatever that's called, and homemade, and they would mix it with like sorts of hallucinogenics, like mushrooms or something like this, and they would put that in the cream. Yeah, petroleum jelly, something of the sort. And they would put this in the cream. They would rub it on the stick. Yeah, salve. Yeah, exactly. And they would rub it on the stick. And they would put the portobello mushroom. I don't know about that. And then, they would, put the stick between their legs and then jump around. And through their vulvas, they would absorb this jelly, and it would give them a high, and they would get high off of this, and they would get this euphoria, and that is really something that was practiced. So these things occurred, and then because it was so unorthodox to do something like that, especially as a woman in these times, naked dancing with a broomstick. Interesting. I never knew that. Okay. Yeah, and that was something that really happened, and these women would do that. And then it's one of the things where people got that whole they're witches from, because they would get into these frenzies from this drug that they would absorb down there, and yeah. So there it is. Yep. I always found that thought so fascinating. I always found that so fascinating to think about that, because like I've said this many times before, I'm not personally a fan of any kind of like heavy drugs of that sort. It's like if it's not controlled. Now, if it's prescribed by a doctor or something, and they know how it'll affect me, and I won't go fucking, because I'm very in tune with the things around me, which already makes me, I'm already surrounded by things all the time. You know what I mean? For me, this would not be ideal. It's not a good thing. It's not a good thing. I've tried things that I really, and I didn't like anything. I didn't like anything that I tried. Drink, and I'm okay. That's it. So, for others, it's mind-opening, and they see, and they're just like, they're a new person suddenly, which I also think oftentimes it's just laid on very thick. It's like, dude, you were high, like you weren't really, because there is a difference. I can attain some crazy stages by being sober and meditating, you know what I mean? And it's different, I think, because I think it's less artificial in a sense, because you understand when you take drugs that there's certain, your brain is affected by them, do not mistake the two. There's a very fine line between imagination and psychosis, and then actually, but you can feel it. It feels different to me. There's a feeling of I don't know. It just feels rounded. It feels 3D. It feels just right. When it's anything else, it just doesn't feel right. I don't know how to explain it. You know what I mean? But I hate these people that are these gurus, right? They're like, oh man, I did mushrooms that one day, and I did LSD, and then opened all my stuff, and then I was aware of everything around me. I don't know. That's also easy too, you know. I feel like that's just kind of like I've spent over 20 years trying to, you know, evolve spiritually, you know, with hard work and dedication and patience and you know, consistency. And you just want to fucking eat some mushrooms, and now you want to tell me you saw Jesus. You know what I mean? It's like, come on, no. So, but you know, what's up, Miguel? How are you? So yeah, but I do think that this is a really cool fact. I'm glad that we talked about this. Um, you had me there for a second though, Hydra. I was like, oh shit, what am I gonna think about? What am I gonna say? At least I did. Oh, you're passing right through my area. Yeah, the villages is no joke when it comes to driving. These people are fucked. They're about the worst. My brother and I talked about this all the time where it's like Kevin would be like, as soon as he hits Orlando or Tampa or someplace like that, he notices a huge difference right away. He's like, people do not drive there like this at all. They only drive like this in the villages. They religiously do not use blinkers. They will not use blinkers. And I heard the funniest thing somebody said the other day, but I think I actually heard this on TV or something. I don't know where I heard it, but I thought it was so... Oh, no. It was somebody at a table that said that. But it was so weird because there was no laughter from that person after they said that. But I thought it was hilarious because there's no way... Like, you can't be serious. They were talking about how people are not using the blinkers, you know? And then one guy says, yeah, I don't use my blinker. I don't want people to know where I'm going. What? And I walked by, and passing by, I heard him say that, and I laughed so hard. But I looked over, and he was not laughing. I was like, is that guy fucking serious? Nah, he cannot be... Yeah. I think that this guy meant that shit. But it's like, I would say something like that in a joke, right? Because that's funny as fuck. Because... Yeah, first of all, the paranoia there is so ridiculous. Second of all, it's like, really? Because you use they see you turn anyway, whether you use the blinker or not. They can still follow you. You know what I mean? And it's like, and thirdly, like, who would think that way or even say something like that? Yeah, I mean, I laughed so hard. I was like, I'm gonna use that next time, you know? Somebody says, nobody ever uses a blinker. I don't use my blinker. I don't want people to know where I'm going. What? Oh my god, dude. Comedian. Fucking comedian, dude. Oh. These villagers, they are fucked. They're crazy. They are absolutely outrageous. I don't know. Oh, that's empty. I hate when I keep grabbing the empty can. Like, that is a pet peeve of mine. That is such a pet peeve, but I just forget. I just block out of my head. Which one is it? Which one is it? Look at the two cans, right? Which one is it? Always grab the empty one, of course. Fuck. It's going really good. Thanks again, Miguel. It's going really good. Like, I can actually open my browser while I'm streaming, which was an impossibility until yesterday. Like, there was no way. I mean, I could, but it would take such a long time. And and now I click right on it, and boom, it opens right up. I can look at my stuff here. It's amazing. I am very grateful to you that you did that, and yeah, really helped tremendously. The real test is going to be, Saturday. So, or tomorrow, actually. Tomorrow. Yeah. Tomorrow's going to be Guild Wars 2 stream, people. Be there. Be there or be square. But for now, spend your crystals on readings. Spend your crystals on whatever you want. Spend your bits. Subscribe to me. If you subscribe to me, you get no ads, and you get to use my emotes, and you get 1 monthly free reading. So, subscribe. That's all I can say to you. Yeah. Shake her hand. See? I love her, dude. So glad I found you. They would have thrown you in the trash and trampled on you. And I found you. Yeah, Promethean. Oh, perfect. Love it. Let's see. Anything in particular you want to know about, or just general? Okay. I love when people say, anything in particular? Yes. And then they'll say nothing after that. Which kitty are we eating? None. Okay, should I stay at my job? Should you stay at your job? You gotta, tell me more about that later. That is a first. You've been there for a minute now, and you've never... Okay. Scaring me here. Scaring me. Okay. That's a very good question. So... Alright, let's see. Okay. So we got the 10 of Swords here. So... I knew it. I fucking knew it. So, this is talking about absolute ruin, misery, unbearable sorrow, physical or mental turmoil. I don't like that at all. That's not good. That is not good. Could be also something that you went through already. I'm almost getting a vibe that this is not something that's coming, but something that was already there. That's kind of the feeling I get from this card, because it's not seemingly... I don't get this feeling that it's something that's going to happen or that's happening to you right now, but I think that's something that's kind of like past that still kind of lingers with you, but it was in the past, okay? That's the feeling I'm getting. The Fool inverted. So, I haven't had that in a long time. Failure to seize the moment, unsure actions, uncertainty. I mean, it's kind of self-explanatory by relation to your job. You are uncertain there, okay? And then we have the Four of Pentacles inverted. So that is talking about material delays, hardships, and business affairs. So, pretty much I got no answer on that for you. I pretty much just got mirrored what you're feeling. I could not give you an answer. But you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do this again. Because I have a feeling that this time around now will give me the answer. Because I feel like your feelings are strong, and were represented strongly in these cards. Didn't give the time to settle and, you know, give answers, unfortunately. But I'm going to do it again. I'm going to do another 3-card reading, and we're going to find an answer there. Or at least something, if not the spot-on answer, we're going to at least find something that's close, that gives more answers. Because this was literally just mirroring what you were wondering about. So that's not, you know, that's nothing. Aha. Okay. We can see way more here. Way more. So, the Knight of Wands. So, that is a big sign right here. The Knight of Wands, talking about hasty decisions, a sudden journey, impulsive behavior. I feel like it's a caution. I feel like it's a caution to not make hasty decisions. And that was the first thing that came to my mind when you said that, right? Be cautious in this instance to do that, you know, because I think that, you know, it could be a bad thing, you know. The 8 of Swords inverted. Now that... yeah. Freedom, ability to think for oneself, independence. So this is encouraging you to use, you know, the what do you call it? The what's the word that I'm looking for? Shit, I can't. But the freedom that you, the privilege of the freedom that you have, use that to your advantage, right? And it will bring you what you need. It gives me a good feeling. It gives me a good feeling. It gives me a feeling that it doesn't matter what decision you're gonna make, you're gonna make the right decision. Is what I'm feeling here. The High Priestess inverted. Ignorance, lack of vision, holding back true feelings. Maybe that's the culprit for your thoughts because somebody around you is like this, or you have been holding back your own true feelings because you don't want to. It's one of those two things. So dwell on it a little bit more, but always remember you have freedom to be yourself, and you are independent, so you don't have to stick with something that doesn't no longer serve you, you know. So I think this was a little bit better this time. I feel like for me it was like almost like a little breeze of the wind that just came and gave me the impression that everything is going to be fine. Regardless of what, that you should maybe still dwell on the decision of job change. That's what I'm kind of thinking. Okay. Sounds good. Sounds good to me. Alright, guys. I'm probably going to be for 25 more minutes or so. So, get your 1-card readings. Get whatever, whatever. Because I do still have to work tomorrow, and I want to be well rested tomorrow before I go on this journey with you guys tomorrow. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. We're gonna have a lot of fun. Oh, and next week I gotta tell you guys that next week is a time where I am not going to be on here on Saturday, because I have decided that I'm actually gonna go to the Leesburg Bike Fest, because I haven't done that in like a couple of years, and it was usually my tradition. And no, I do not have a motorcycle, and it's also not why I go, but it's just there's so many people, and you can make connections, and you can hang out with people, and you can just have a good time. So that's what I'll be doing. So I will not be here on next Saturday, probably. So that's the plan. It's also free, I don't have to pay anything, and I can see concerts and a bunch of bars with a bunch of local live bands, and I'm into that. You know what I mean? So, there's a lot of cover shit, of course, but, yeah, it's kind of my tradition. It's kind of something that I do every year. I used to work it, actually. I worked it for 3 years, and it was a blast every time. I used to live literally in downtown Leesburg in an apartment, in like a flat, if you will, literally in downtown Leesburg with my husband then, and dude, we had a blast. We had a fucking blast. Our apartment was like, so it's good memories, good times. So, yeah, that's what I'm going to do. That's the plan. And I'm probably going to see a bunch of familiar faces that I haven't seen in years that I don't want to see. And some of them I do want to see. Sorry, I'm just so tired right now. But yeah. So it'll be fun. So I'm going to, get a ride up there with my brother, because yes, they are. Because he works there. He works in downtown Leesburg, and he works at one of the bars. Yeah, mixed bag of people. Exactly. So I'll be catching a ride with him up there, and then I'm just and then I'm going to take an Uber home, if I decide to go home before he goes home or after he goes home from his job. But it's so weird, because an Uber there is like $38, which I'm not going to pay that shit. It's ridiculous. But an Uber back is like $17. So it's really weird. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do, and I'm so excited. I'm excited. I was thinking of asking my other person that I think is becoming a friend, but then again, I don't know. But if she wants to come. But I'm also thinking of just going by myself. Just doing it by myself. Just free. All by myself. Love being able to do that. So, I might just do it by myself. We'll see. Going with the flow on this one, too, So. Yeah, I'm excited, though. But it is, the one thing, it's so hot. It's so hot. It's going to be scorching. Every bike fest is, every year, it's scorching hot. Hate it. Hate that shit. But, whatever. And the bands this year, like on the main stage, yeah. They have nobody famous this year on the main stage. I've seen their Uncle Cracker. I've seen Vanilla Ice. I've seen Puddle of Mud. I've seen Lita Ford. What else? Who else? Jackal. Candlebox. Evergreen, I think they're called. I've seen all those bands there. Like each year, the main band was one of those. The last time that I went, it was... Who was it the last time that I went? Was it Puddle of Mud? Yeah. It was Puddle of Mud, yeah. But this year they have nobody famous. Nobody. Which, it's whatever, but I was hoping that it was going to be like a big act, But I guess not. Whatever. So it's going to be exciting, though. I'm probably going to... maybe I'll go live while I'm there or something. Go live on my phone, show you guys. If you've never seen it. It's incredible. I mean, the amount of bikes there, oh my god. It's unbelievable. I have pictures on my computer of some bikes that are there. Oh man, wonderful things with the lights, and they have all this. One was decked out. It was King Kong. The whole bike had like print and like spray paint, but professionally, like nice. King Kong on it and fucking. Oh man, some good cool shit that these people have. One was like a whole skeleton. The whole bike was made out of bones, bones looking like bones, all kinds of shit. It's really cool. I like it. I'm not I don't ride motorcycle or nothing. I got my fucking electric bike, but I'm not a bike person, it's just to get around. I'm a car person. I love cars. Unfortunate, isn't it, not having a driver's license? But yeah, I love cars. I know about cars too a little bit. It's not like I cannot do all these things, but I know, I know my brands and I know what I like, and God, hit me with that shit again. Okay. Let me think. Let me think. Okay, I gotta really think about this. Because I want to speak... Okay, got it already. You guys know the Vecvizia that... I don't know if you guys know what that is. The Vecvizia? Let me show it to you. What? Okay, hold on a second. Vecvizia. It's actually like the Viking compass, right? That's what they call it. Oh, you can't even see it. Oh my god. Can you see it, guys? I don't know if you guys can see it. Yeah, you can see it a little bit. There. Can you see it? It is actually proven that it does not come from the Norse culture. There is no evidence that the Vikings actually used this or operated. They adapted this, I think, but there's no proof that the Vikings actually came up with this sigil, with this sign. So, that's a fact. Yep, so that is my fact here. So, it is kind of a metaphysical fact, I guess. Sorry, I got an emergency text message I gotta send. It is really an emergency. You're welcome, Miguel. Anytime. Oh, I'm like, huh? I'm reading your message, Promethean. I was like, what? What? But you sent that an hour ago. Oh, I like that metaphysical fact because it it refreshes my memory too, because I have to dig in there, and then find something, So I like it. I like it. Well, that's good. I'm glad we're having a good time tonight, guys. Sorry that I am a bit tired still. I feel like I've been playing catch up for like 2-3 weeks now again, and it's just not working, man. Then I will sleep well, but it's only for like 4 hours, and it's not enough. Then I'll sleep for 8 hours, but it's like a horrible sleep where I toss and turn, wake up, blah, blah, blah. Always something, you know what I mean? Or then I have to get up early because I gotta give her medicine. Then I gotta blah, blah, blah. She's a sleepy girl. I got her all decked out with the blankets because she get my stuff all dirty, laying on my bed with her dirty fucking cat litter paw. So I had to wash it was in the wash. So I'm like, you know what? No, I'm putting towels there. She can sleep on those. Poor little girl. Trying to make her feel as comfortable as possible, at least, so. But yeah. Yeah, so I might give this an early. Well, I mean, it's still almost 2 hours, But then, I'll be here. I'll be definitely on tomorrow if everything goes well and as planned. Then I'll be streaming tomorrow. Planning on streaming Guild Wars tomorrow. Cannot promise it yet. I'm always scared still. But hopefully it'll be. Hopefully thanks to Miguel, it will hopefully work. So plan on that. I plan on that. You plan on that. It'll be fun. It'll be so much fun. You're going to see me get pissed, talking about diplomacy and talking about being so calm and collected. Yeah, that's not going to happen tomorrow. It's a game, though, it's fine. That would be great. That would be great. Yeah. Okay, guys. Well, I think I'm gonna hop off here, and I will be back tomorrow. Remember to never forget to mourn those in spiritual turmoil. And I want to thank everybody for spending these crystals tonight. I want to thank everybody for being here. Hydra, good to see you again. Miguel, Promethean, Mr. Weird was in here. Cheese Leaf, thank you for doing that. I hope I see you guys tomorrow, and I wish you a good night.